people can make impact on a small scale. So
Oh, small scale,
if
100%. Yeah.
if you end up talking to someone from an older generation who presents a certain viewpoint or whatever, just take that time to ask them why, explain your viewpoint and have like a healthy discussion, a healthy debate. Because the worst thing you can do is alienate them, right?
Yep.
Just be like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're old. Go die.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do is put up forth like a well structured argument and prove them wrong. Because the beauty of it is, and the reality of it is, as long as they're of sound mind and they're not completely, out of their head, this might be, well, I mean, obviously this is a subjective view, and I know it's me saying this, so someone else might say differently, but I think that the argument that for for tolerance, and for drugs actually has a lot more to it than they would understand, and their argument is probably actually quite a lot weaker than perhaps a well constructed argument that is advocating change in whatever topic you decide to discuss. So for example, so if someone comes up to you and says, why are there immigrants everywhere, I hate them, get them out of the country, you're just like, what are you on about? Why are you saying that? Like, has anyone ever done something to you? And they're just like, all right, no. And he's like, okay, why do you want them here? Oh, because this they're all over the place, and I don't want them, ruining the British culture. And it's just like, why can't you just see it as assimilating multiple cultures? Just see it as a benefit, and you might be able to just sway them. I feel like there's a lot more substance to the argument that of tolerance, when it comes to a lot of different topics, such as drugs or immigration or gender, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, the example I have in my I say recently, a couple months ago, you know, young us like we're wearing trackies or in hoodies, whatever.
Young us.
I've gone.
Oh, we talked about this, haven't we?
Have we?
I think
Uh,
so.
well,
Crack on. No,
oh,
crack
I'll
on.
crack on. It's a little story. I was going shopping at Tesco's, and I saw these two old people really struggling. So one of them was in a wheelchair, trying to like they had like one of those I think it was a lift for their car, and literally I lift them into the car or like a ramp of some sort. And the guy was in the wheelchair, and the woman was trying to push him up into the car, and she couldn't. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll come over help. And they almost seemed shocked because obviously I'm wearing hoodie, wearing trackies, I probably look like an absolute thug. But it's the fact that I
Yeah,
came
you.
over,
Tell you what, mate, you do.
yeah, exactly. And so I went over, obviously helped, like I saw their need, helped them, and they almost seemed like shocked that a youngin helped them.
Oh,
Uh,
young man.
yeah, and I think it's just, like you said, on a small scale, things like that. So I might have altered their view on young people just because of that one small act of kindness. Or it's just like you
Yeah,
said, on a small scale in our day-to-day lives, we can impact people, but obviously on a larger scale, at the moment, we can't
yeah.
change
Because I
it.
mean, obviously, their whilst their arguments or their judgments are based, like a majority in myth or like misconceptions, there is some, you know, evidence to back their actions. There are youths out there that are acting unruly and
Yep.
do nothing but take and aren't a benefit to society. So you've got to sort of counteract that when you can, because most of the people I know, like 99.9%, are good people, and I'd say that a lot of people would say the same thing. So just make that effort, and sort of prove that we're worth making a vote on behalf of.